That would be pretty nuts this game. Okay, mid Razor actually, unless they want to go the offlane Razor, but mid Razor sounds way better. Yeah, mid Razor into the Void Spear. This is a rough lane for Chira Jr. now.
See the first rotation going on mid. Soxa looking to help secure some water runes for Chira Jr. He's got to go like try to escape up high ground with this.
Yeah, I mean he's underneath a Watcher though, so Tai Lung, little bit
Maybe
of mana away from his. Yeah, okay, he's gonna force the TP. Topside DM getting beat down from the Ursa, and that will be first blood. Yuma and KJ get it done. Meanwhile, bottom lane, one more auto attack from Whisper, burns down Watson, and the side lane starting to feel the pressure.
Not Faceless Void. Void Spirit's recovery is to make rotations around level 6, and you're hoping to get the rune into those rotations, but you've already got enough denies, you're too low. They're going for a kill now on KJ rotating in. Theolacore was also coming in for the rune.
Razor's gonna just kill them both. He got a haste rune.
Never mind.
And
they will still get Theolacore.
He lived through so much of that, and now Soxa on the Marcy continue to run some nice jukes, but there's going to be the static link, a little bit of a Shadow Word as well to just help finish the job.
Fiend 2.
I mean,
Heroic
Whisper can solo kill anybody, right? Like,
yeah, look, that starts with a knockback on Bat Rider, and we've said once he gets close, there's just no getting away. You are done.
Okay, can you stop this Ursa Jakiro from killing this? With KJ here going for the body blocks, they're trying to get him out. They got the Shrine already. Tai Lung here as well with the Eye of the Storm running, jumps in on Chira Jr. The second Astral Step will finish off Yuma. But Chira Jr.'s committed. He's in pretty deep. And they do have some stacking damage. He's going to go ahead and pop that Golem, committing that Grimoire to do it. And KJ will get himself the double kill. Now turns attention to the tier 1 tower.
Right, this is the second tower down with the second Golem cast. You're getting a lot of control. 3k build up for Heroic. Yuma should be fine here.
They're looking for the glimpse into the static. They don't have Static Storm. He pops the Enrage immediately. Needs to be careful, trying to maybe bait them back in, but he's dead. Tai Lung pops the Eye of the Storm, gets that Static Link, will finish off one. In comes Soxa, nice stun onto 2, but you're fighting into this Bat Rider and the Shakiro. These guys are far too strong. And Malady just barely able to dodge. Doesn't get clipped. Chira Jr. continuing to get ran down though, and Whisper not even gonna need to commit the lasso. He's certainly dead. Will burn one more auto attack.
You get the Ursa kill. Whisper has his BKB. Well, it's being delivered, but that means you've got about a minute and a half of the Aegis left as BKB arrives. It is time to go lane.
Static Storm is down. Whisper.
BKB's not here yet.
Yeah, he got glimpsed, but they've spent everything on Whisper, which means Tai Lung just free reign to run down these heroes instead. A lot committed, but you do manage to get one in the process. A little tumbler toy action there. Astral Step number 2 from Chira Jr., but a blink up in 5, and Yuma definitely willing to chase. This should be a kill. No way out, the hungry bear.
Super rich, right? So, like, I'm not sure you can win the fight even if you are protecting with Lotus, and one such fight is about to be forced here.
It's a really good smoke wraparound, thinking they're going for the Tormentor, but they actually haven't started. The Golem instead is just going to catch 2 into the lasso, pulls the Marcy out of position, looking for Chira Jr., who's been completely burnt on mana, 2 dead to start the fight as they now look for DM. He's going to try his best to get away here. They get the tower, but will they just settle for the Tormentor? Will they continue to chase? Looks like Whisper, he's going to find his mark on Malady. Eventually. That's an optimistic TP. Ursa can just turn his attention back to Tormentor now. His Enrage is off cooldown, so he'll just solo it now. Knowing someone's nearby, and of course it's going to be Chira Jr. hiding in the trees for now. We'll scout him. almost connects there on the Blink Yule's catch, but jump in, looking for the Razor. You are playing into a funnel here, and that will be a very difficult catch. Now Whisper caught inside of the Static Storm, but Golem's gonna come out catch too. The Razor has just been stacking up damage, and DM needs to get out of here. Will be able to, but on the backside of the fight, it's gonna be a lasso to take down Chira Jr. They jump in, looking for Tai Lung, but again, you don't want to fight them. He's so dang tanky. Got 200 damage stolen. Now looking into a blink into the ice path. Yules now will catch and isolate the Shadow Feed as his Bristleback will TP away instead. He will be left alone to die, and Heroic grab 3 heroes, a tier 2 tower, and probably the Roche to follow. Do you think they need to get the building? Okay, yeah, they do. They're gonna drop the goal. You'd be a little bit careful. The Blink Lasso, he's got him a huge Fatal Boss as well. The team is completely gone. Oh boy, you showed for a second and Whisper will punish you. The Shadow Fiend hits the deck. The Marcy joins him.
Bat Rider, what's he going for? Shiva,
he's got a refresher already.
That close on it. Yeah, he's already got his refresher.
Blink Abyssal, Chira Jr. doesn't get bashed a second time, but yeah, Whisper will Blink, lasso that guy up, finish the job. Another Rattle Cage. Okay, interesting that we're seeing so many Rattle Cages.
Bristol's getting pinged.
Oh, they all, dude, they happen to get a drive-by vision here of the Shadow Fiend, and he will just blink right after him on Tai Lung. He knows what target he's looking for, and Watson, no hopes of escaping. Ursa does, or not Ursa, yeah, they have no idea about the buyback status, but they're still just gonna play it safe. Jump in, Abyssal. They get the Nullifier and the Yules to try and make some space, but Soxa gets Golemed once again. He's gonna go down. Whisper jumps in aggressively. Lasso instantly takes Malady out of the picture. They're gonna buy back now on Soxa, but I think Heroic's realizing this Shadow Fiend does not have the money to rejoin this game. Buyback once again. Second time here. They are doing some good stuff here onto Yuma, but there he goes on Tai Lung, just jumps in. Huge mags, Macro Pyre just lines them up. A refresher now from Tai Lung. He's gonna force the TP out, and just like that, Shadow Fiend respawns, but the damage is done. 2 lanes of Rax fall. That will give them the Mega Creeps. And you've got nothing left in the tank here on Yandex.
The Shadow Fiend is back.
Yeah, but they still have like everything, I think, available. Big Ice Bath catches too. Shadow Fiend is doing something, but Ursa with a BKB. Tai Lung comes in. There's the lasso from Whisper once again, and that BKB duration will not matter. That is the team wipe in just a moment as DM hobbling back to the base, but my goodness, what a game 1 from Heroic.
That was, they're looking real good. Looking to get revenge on Yandex. Do you ban the Razor? Do you swap out the Meepo? Do you put something else in there instead? You know, how do you change it? Because 6-39 is not the way you were hoping game 1 would go. That is not the Void I was thinking of.
That is a hero of the Void. So here's the thing with Faceless Void. It gets very difficult for the Viper to actually put in damage. So Tinker should start pulling away in this lane. Top side, first blood for Theelacor. Gets him on the blood grenade, and that last auto attack, Whisper, tosses the tip over. Watson, you need to be careful now, because they could.
Or I'm thinking, like, you know, back to that gyrocopter type hero, right? You like shove the lane way faster, jungle a lot sooner. Would that have been better for you? Theelacor, since he did so much damage top, it's actually down here, but taking a lot of damage himself from the boars. Barely gonna live. They were gonna be late.
They scan. They know exactly where this Hoodwink is. Power Root is going to spawn bottom in Invis, but close enough to a Sentry, and they'll place down a second one just in case. Great Bushwhack into the Viper Strike. Chira Jr. should get a kill.
You get 2.
And he will make it out on Soxa. What a sick play. Absolutely massive.
but the other heroes are pretty good early, and you want to apply the pressure because Wind Ranger carry is a decent laner, but then she's not that scary to start. And neither is Tinker, right? He really wants to farm up. They're trying to like scout stacks and steal them. It is going to cost Malady his life.
Oh,
Doesn't
nice ice path. All right, bottom lane with the Helmet Dominator done. DM's got his Troll Summoner. Tai Lung's going to show up from the bottom lane, start popping the March. There's going to be the Shackle out from Yuma. Even an ice path, shards, everything to try and block him up. Snowballed as well to follow, and he's going nowhere, man. DM is just stuck here forever. The chase continues. Now Thelacore trying to finish the job here, but a nice turnaround. Him for wanting to keep these towers alive. Immediately back to the mid lane. Needs to be careful, though. The Beastmaster is starting to move in. Good vision of Malady here. He's just going to go for the Sun Ray to try and TP out, but no. Great use of that Shackle to cancel it. Yuma will get himself a nice little kill there.
Pretty happy Hoodwink now.
Yeah, very happy Hoodwink. They're going to look for Cheer Jr., though. Maybe coming in too far. Whisper with the rotation now, as well as the Tinker. Surely he's going to die. Yeah, there they go. They get the kill now. Beastmaster tries to hold them at bay. And then if it goes to like 60, you just have Faceless Void, who like realistically is probably the strongest hero in the game. But getting there is going to be difficult. Cheer Jr. came in really far for this, and now Whisper looking to chase him down, has the lasso, has the Boots of Bearing, pulls him in deep. Here come the TPs. Shackle is there. The egg is down as well, but they get the kill just in time.
That was such a good idea to rotate at that point. You stumble into the best kill you could find, but they couldn't get close enough on the roar, and you're losing the Viper instead. Oh no, that was so close to greatness for Yandex. They seem to be slow. Like, they tried to play fast. It has now backfired. They've missed that window. They're slowing down to get to pick up the tools they need to address Heroic, which is going to be the Blink for Beastmaster, so you can actually roar these backline targets, and this Ags for Viper.
Whisper, well, I'd say he's found a target, doesn't want to commit too far, though. On the other side of the fight, they've managed to find DM. He is all alone. Focus fire into the snowball. In comes so much damage, but there's the Chronosphere. Can they keep him alive? It's going to be a blind, and the March of the Machines is just destroying them. Oh, no. Watson can't play the game. He gets a 3-hero chrono. Pew, pew, pew. Tai Lung.
Yeah, that'll at least help him get out of the ice shards, like you said. But if it's down, it won't, won't help. And you kind of have to use Nosedive pretty early. Okay.
Immediate jump top side, snowball. It's there. He's gonna save him at the last second, but can you get him out? Boots of Bearings up. He goes for the lasso, ends up finding the Viper. He gets out with the pipe. He's alive. Faceless Void deleted by Yuma, and Chiro Jr. nowhere to go. Heroic just toying with him at this point. Yandex can't catch a break.
Dude, he's going to E-Blade as well. So you're going to go in and Chrono, you're going to get blinded, and then either you're ethereal or your target's ethereal. Oh no. Viper 2 is also pretty much, well, I guess he's doing the Axe build, so not fully right-click the way Viper usually is. Oh my god.
How do you play against this? It's actually so obnoxious. They're going to go for him bottom lane. They do manage to catch him, but he's caught from the Ethereal Blade right now. Does get the refresh, looking for the barrier, gets the blind. The Axe just deletes this Hoodwink, but he's low. Snowball is going to bring him in aggressively, though. Chira Jr. burning down to Yuma here. Can the rest of them escape? Oh, my goodness. Okay, nice TP out there from the Beastmaster, but they have caught the Faceless Void again. The low cooldown of these Warp players.
Watson's now farming Heroic side of the map because they're always on his half, but Whisper is actually over here. Good luck, Watson.
I was like, he has to TP, but Thelacore is ready. Just on the side of the Chronosphere. Watson has nowhere to go. Tai Lung TP's in with a laser. He's got an E-Blade now ready to go. Okay, never mind. He's got a Viper to go kill. He'll pick up the E-Blade later. Shackle connects to the one tree on the top of the map. Come on, man. This game is just falling apart. Tylung is not done. He really wants this squirrel.
But then the E-Blade could be used to save. So then you need the Nullifier, which Beastmaster's building. So you'll at least be able to line those up. But then the question is, do you have the damage to actually get the kill? And then can you get it twice, like you said? Especially as you try to steal the shrine. But Heroic, you can't steal our shrine 5 times. We'll stop you this time. I didn't know you could even end up there.
Oh my God. Watson's like, let me play the game, please. Just gets forcibly shoved around the map until he dies. Like, I actually, this feels so bad.
Yeah, I literally don't need a neutral item. I'm just going to finish the game with Dormant Curio.
Yeah, I was like, they really do not want to give up this. Oh my gosh, jumps to the high ground. Nullifier reveal is there. There's going to be a great use of the Chronosphere, and Tinker is going to die finally inside the enemy base. He's going to buy back everything committed from the side of Yandex, and now Heroic.
But that is all the tools you had. That's why he's going to buy back here. Like, that's kind of risky on Tinker, but they're feeling confident that they can set themselves up to win the game here. With
his lasso pulls them in. They get the blind onto the faces. Void the first slow into the second laser as well. And Tylung is happy to keep this damage rolling. Yuma does not mind losing the Aegis here. Gets a full reset. Did manage to take out the Jakiro, but can you keep this lane of racks available? It's gonna be difficult. Tylung continue to go aggressive, wants to change. He gets warp flared back to the start of the dive, and they get both of the supports. You cannot escape. DM.
Unfortunate warp flare.
I mean, that's going to be a very optimistic TP. Gets canceled immediately from the warp flare. He's looking for him once again. Does not have the mana, has to TP on home. Meanwhile, your tier 4s are dying to Whisper. We can always talk about BKB, Chrono being an option. I do worry that there are too many targets you have to get in this BKB, and they have now caught DM, and he is one of the more important heroes. And catching here the Nullifier into... Okay, he gets 3 into the Chronosphere, but he's stuck inside the Macrofire. Only Whisper is gonna die with the egg being committed. So Whisper can buy back if he wants, and that is egg, BKB, Chrono. Just tiny Tinker running around.
True, you just can't see him. You just can't
see him. There's just a giant barrier, but you can't find the hero.
Dude, you think he's a machine. There's so much junk. You're like, look at this tiny little robot.
Jump in, lasso, finds the hoodwink. There's gonna be the roar, put the pull back into the ice path. They caught him. Viper Strike is out. Nice time dilation, but Tylung, he's found the faces. He's gonna be forced to BKB, but he's down to no HP. Has to try and stand his ground, but he's just dead. Walrus punch to execute him. There was no Chrono, nothing available. Heroic just steamrolled through Yandex in this series. Tylung, Tinker, you're not gonna forget it next time.
He didn't even end up with a neutral. He never got the... He needed one more Madstone. He ended up with Dormant Curio.
Obviously, we're kind of glazing Heroic here a little bit just because they look. This is a really, really impressive series. Like, both games, drafts are really solid. Execution-wise, pretty much flawless. Like, both games as well. They didn't really make too many mistakes.